Alright. How's everybody doing? Hello, Mr. Keebs, Davness, and Hangman 420. Alright, so surprise Sunday stream. It is finals week. I should be doing school things, but keyboards are more important, right? Hey, Kobo, Dead Wing Dick, what's up? How's the time TKL going? Hey, Slinks. Irene, you're definitely right. Hello, hello. Okay, so it's pretty simple, straightforward build today. We are building a DZ60 with a Leandrum brass plate, box black switches, with a 5-degree or diamond case. Now, one thing I will mention about the 5-degree case, about this one, is that I think one Emily forgot to send me the rubber feet, and I don't have any extras. Well, I have extras. I have 2. And 2 definitely won't work, right? You need 4. So I can't put this on anything that's not cloth because I don't want to scratch it. Alright, so 5-degree case, nothing you've never seen, right? I've built quite a few keyboards with this case now. A lot of them actually. Still as nice as always. The chamfers are insane. Look at that shit. Alright, so it should look very nice with brass. Hey, Fly Kobo. You always show up with Kobo. Finally get to catch a live stream? Yes. Yes, indeed. And Viv D, hey, what's up? Okay, Slink says, I'm new to the stream. Can I get a rundown of what I should expect here? Well, we will be building a keyboard. There might or might not be talks of other things, not keyboards. Usually the streams are on Friday, but every once in a while I stream have surprise streams. So it's not going to be as serious as the Friday ones, or not going to be as long as the Friday ones. Okay, so box black switches, they are linear switches. VPR, hey, what's up? Okay, let's see who else is here. Juan Emily, no worries. Okay, Viv says, how do I get C-Man out of my keyboard? What you need is some cold water. Okay, Flagcover says, what is your opinion on the Kyle speed switches? Thinking about picking out the Kyle Silver. Is the Kyle Silver the linear speed switch? I mean, they're alright, I guess. Okay, Hangman says, a 5-degree looks great at brass plate. Yeah, black and brass look very nice together, for sure. Okay, so before you build your keyboard, what you're gonna do is you're gonna test your PCB. I've already done that. I've already flashed a layout on it too. Let's see, how many stabs do we need? We need 4 stabs, so that means 8 band-aid strips. What about the Pro Burgundy? So I do have the Pro. I've built with the Pro Burgundies before. I have one of those switches somewhere here too. I mean, they're kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't able to compare them with anything. They didn't stand out to me as bad or anything. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with those switches, so I'm afraid I can't really give an opinion. Hey, what's up, Alex? VivD, yeah, use cold water. Don't use warm water. You don't want to spread that shit everywhere, right? Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and start with Band-Aid mod. Yeah, I can't stream for too long today. I've got a lot of stuff to work on after this. I still have to ship the Jetfire that we put together 2 nights ago. Cool with this. You should get Box Blast if you're on a budget. Yeah, definitely. If you're trying to build a budget board, box switches are definitely the way to do it. For the price, they're really hard to beat. Okay, Fly Kobo says, I want something light as well because the switches I have right now are heavy. I got the burnt oranges in my 5 degree. Jesus, yeah, those switches are very heavy. I had them. Yeah, I did not like typing on them. Hey, Run Deploy, what's up? How's it going? Okay, VivD, I think the way to do it is now you just have to kind of just, if you know you can't really get it out, then you just have to put semen all over everything now. That's the only thing you have to do, and you can do. If you need help with that, let me know. I can ship you some overnight. Hey, Long Cutie Pie, how's it going? Mr. Keep says you can't overloop stabilizers. What's your take on this phrase? That is absolute bullshit. I have shown you on video, on stream, that is bullshit. I haven't even fixed that keyboard yet, actually. I still have it. It's in my room. The TX60. Stream today has a better audio quality. Wait, really? Did it change today? I didn't change anything. Was it because last week the fan was being noisy? I think it was that. I haven't turned it on yet. We'll have to do that once we start soldering. Okay, so 7 U spacebars, 7 U spacebar. Am I already starting to run out of stabilizers again? Damn. Yeah. I am aware of a recent guide on lubing stabilizers that was just put up. A written guide. My advice, don't even read it. It's a waste of time. It will cause you more harm than good, so just don't do it. There is a right and way to go about things, and that is unfortunately the wrong way. Oh god damn it, I put the first band-aid on wrong. Okay, this is the Band-Aid mod. You do it to cushion to soften the bottom out of your stabilizers. Hey, thanks for the shit, Mr. Keebs. I appreciate it. There are some Vermilo keys, but not wrong, that were coming with overloop stabs. Vermilo is not the only one. I've seen some. I've seen Corsair do it as well. I had to do a switch swap on a Corsair K95, and it also had overloop stabilizers. So first of all, you want to clip your stabilizers. So what you do is you take your stabilizer insert. This is a genuine cherry stabilizer. Right, your insert should look like this. And please get the genuine stuff. Don't buy the fake stuff. Most of the time, if you get it free or if you get it cheap, it's fake. So look for the genuine stuff. The inserts will look like that. Go ahead and clip the fanged feet off. You will see that there are 4 feet, 2 of them with fangs. They're thinner, they're flimsy, they have these little teeth on them. Just cut them off. Right, just do that. Just clean them off. Yeah, thanks for the cheer, Mr. Keebs. I really appreciate it. And Deploy says, everybody loves the DZ60 PCB. KOD fans made a true masterpiece and a lot of money. Yeah, it is definitely the PCB I would recommend right now. If you're looking for a budget board, if you're looking for a 60% board, definitely do it. I still would prefer less supported layouts, but the thing is that the other PCBs just don't match in terms of feature set and stuff like that, so I still use DZ60s myself. And especially because you can pick them up with USB-C now, which is huge, right? Unfortunately, a lot of other PCBs are still stuck with shitty USB mini. "2005 call, they want their USB connectors back, the shitty USB mini connectors. Anyone tells you that a mini connector is better than a Type-C or is equal to a Type-C, they are wrong. Just wrong. Okay, now we've clipped the stabilizers, we're gonna lube the stabilizers, and because we're gonna lube them, that means I have to swap out the desk mat. Oh shit, I just realized we're on. Whoops, okay. Thanks for that. KBD fan sent me a DZ60 PCB by mistake. It's been great. Oh, were you the one that got the free PCB? I'm a member of DZ60 fans. But yeah, the problem is that yes, too many fucking holes. There's a problem if you want to use PCB mount switches. Hey, 100 Millie. Look at that, 300 bits. Thank you so much for the cheer. I really appreciate your patience and understanding. So he sent me this quite a while back, but I've been super busy. Keyboards and finals and stuff like that. And so, I know that he has to make a trip that he's not too excited about this weekend, I believe. So, as much as I would appreciate spending the time studying and stuff like that, I think I really want to get this out to him. And hopefully for it to arrive before he goes on that fun trip. Hey, Ramsky, what's up? How's it going? Did you cook anything nice today? Make any good food? Anyone here in Dallas or California who've been to Loki Pokey? It's pretty good. I just had that for dinner with a good friend of mine. This Pokey place is not like the others though. If you look it up, look up Loki Pokey. That shit is good. Because the main difference is that instead of just using all raw ingredients, they actually cook some of their stuff. They prep some of their stuff. So you got a lot of nice flavor. Their sauces are really nice as well. Hey, 100 Millie, thanks for the extra 200 bits. I really appreciate it. Yeah, here we go. I forgot that you went with brass plate. Brass looks, I was saying that just now, brass looks so fucking good with black. Okay, so lube your stabilizers. Alright. Don't follow the guides where they tell you to use a fucking brush and to brush the inserts. Don't do it. I've done it before. Don't do it. So what you do is just lube your metal parts and you'll be good to go. Alright, so lube the bent ends. This portion, right? So they will look something like that. Should be good, right? Get a nice coat of that thick dielectric grease is what we want to use. Dielectric grease. And so you get it on the bent ends, and you also want to spread it on the inner bends. So on the long side of the bend. Right, so over here. Right, so here, all around this section, and all around this section. So do that for all the stabilizers. Enterprises, what split keyboards have you built? I have built a VEA. I'm trying to remember what I've built an Ergodox or not. I think the VEA is the only one. I'm not a huge fan of split keyboards, and they're not too popular. So I don't get a lot of requests for those. Do you have a split keyboard? Do you only use split keyboards? Hey Grail, how's it going? Renaply says, by the way, have you seen the Tokyo meeting keys? No, I have not. I saw an Instagram post about the Tokyo meetup, but I have not seen the keyboards. Or Tokyo meeting or whatever. Do you have a link or an album? Ramsey says, I honestly think Oasis looks better as a coffee themed set than a beach one. I think most people think that. I hope. Because yeah, I hope they would sell it as a coffee set instead. Although I would appreciate a browner beige, honestly. I I think that beige is a bit too light, too yellowy. But yeah, it should have coffee as the base and then Oasis as the additional kit, honestly. I think that would sell better. And that would just make more sense. What is the cheapest set that support DD60 split spacebar? Blanks, I guess. That's your best bet, honestly. Another thing you can do is just buy the keys separately. You should definitely get a set of Gateron blanks, PVT blanks. So you can just use it to match what you want. Yeah, not a lot of options, unfortunately. Hey, Zoology, what's up? Okay, Ramsky says, I feel like beige is kind of like the cream in your coffee, with the mods being the extra coffee. Looks perfect. I guess so. Yeah. I absolutely agree, though, that it is nicer than the blue mods. Oh my god, with fucking... Is it Hiragana or Hangul? I can't even remember. Just makes no sense, man, I'm telling you. I think Hiragana, right? Okay, Run Deploy says, I have one split ortholinear and wireless 40% key. I guess it's one wireless, say? What is it? Oh my god, don't remind me about Serica. I'm just so annoyed, so peeved. Great yellow, great concept and artwork. Absolute shit implementation and execution. What the fuck is the beige in the alphas? Where the hell does that even come from? All the artworks have white, light gray, and yellow, and charcoal. But in the set, there is no light gray, no white, but a shitty beige. All of them Kyle Chalk switches went from novelties. When novelties went to Japan, oh yeah. Ramsky says people are doing Hiragana everything. Next year will be year of the Hangul, since Burgundy is going to ship in December. Yeah, it is very annoying. Super annoying. It's fine if it goes with a theme, right? But if it doesn't, it's just what the fuck. Hey, what's up, NGB? Not much, man. What about you? Chimera? Very nice. You have a picture of it. Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of all the weird ass. I'm a very vanilla guy when it comes to keyboard layout and stuff. And not because I think the other deviant layouts are worse. It's more just me being lazy, right? And I'm a creature of habit. And I type fast enough on a regular that I just have no motivation to swap. Which is bad, I know. Could be a mitosis. I'm trying to think of what the nice split one is. There's one that they recently did. I think it's the one from Japan, right? What is it called? I think it has an I in the name. The one in the RGB. Iris, is that it? That one seems pretty cool. Maybe the alpha 100 million says maybe the alphas will arrive white when the renders are wrong. Would people even be mad? I mean, even with white, I don't really like it though. I think it needs to incorporate the light gray to really make it look nice. Zoology says Hangul will be late 1800 trend if peace in Korea lasts. Then Cyrillic will return for Russia domination in 2019. Hey, don't forget the Russia World Cup. That shit's happening. Maybe a FIFA theme set, FIFA World Cup 2018 set. And yes, 100 milli. Missionary, yes. Gotta spread the gospel, right? Do it as the Lord intended. Mr. Keep asks, what is your daily driver? So at the moment, I am still using a DZ60 in a Tina with box whites and stainless steel plate. I used to use the Enjoy PPT75 as my daily driver, but I am in the process of rebuilding that. I'm in the process of rebuilding my TXCP as well. and my TX75. So hopefully after this week, I will have more time and I'll get all that done. That would be nice. Yeah, so no, I haven't been able to type on a keyboard that I really like. Okay, Run Deploy says, I absolutely love... Okay, Iris is Canadian? Okay, then which one is the Japanese one? There's one that's Japanese. I don't remember. And yeah, the people in Japan definitely are pretty talented. Yeah, maybe it's the Helix. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not too interested in that personally, so I don't keep a close eye. Hey, Red Hawk, how's it going? No worries about being late. Okay, so right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna test the stabilizers first. So before you solder anything, after you've done up your stabilizers, please test them before you proceed. Oh, look at this. I fucking love this shit. No ISO support. This is amazing. Every fucking plate needs to do this. And not because I hate ISO, I just hate the compromise. Keyboard plates should support either ISO or ANSI and not both. Okay, and when you put your switches in, you want to kind of spread them out like what I'm doing. Don't put them in row by row. And don't put them all in. Spread them out. It'll help keep your PCB and plate parallel as you solder everything in. Gail says, Royals are too hyped. I'm assuming they'll not be pleasant to type on. It depends. I mean, you probably like them. If you like clears, you probably like the Royals. Zoology says, have you built any Singas 75s? I got in a polycarb wind keyless with brass. I wish the polycarb came in the normal layout because I am not a fan of the wind keyless layout. I think that the two different blocker sizes looks fucking stupid. I'm sorry if that hurts anybody's feelings, but I really think it's dumb. I think that the blockers, they should have tried to make them equal by making them two. Either have the 0.5 on the right side, or just find a way to make them both balanced. If you just make them one is 1 U and one is 0.5 U, that is not okay. Yeah, that's personally why I didn't buy the polycarbonate version. Otherwise, I would have definitely gotten it. If they just made the normal top, I would buy it for sure. Millie says, picking up Halo Trues tomorrow. Damn, look at you moving up in the world. But no, I have not built Singas yet. I'm gonna be building at least 2 though. At least I am getting a navy blue with orange plate, and God will be getting a purple, I want to say, with a brass plate, I think. Okay, so test the stabilizers. Okay, where's that plate from? This is a Leandrin plate. If you're in the US, you can buy it from that one shop. Yep. Okay, Goyle says I moved to Zilios for today and I'm missing my clears. Oh yeah? You just like to wait more on the clears? Okay, so now we test the stabilizers. We'll check for rattle and stuff. Nothing. So it looks like we're good to go. Just listen to that. Right? Nice and straight spacebar. Okay, NGB says I use the brass plate from KBD fans for my Tina C build. I have no issues with it. I love it. The problem with that one is that they've made so many revisions that I'm not sure how good it is right now. Because I know the first few had issues. Deadwing Dick says, have you seen the Oblivion board? It's basically 75% layout and numpad in one board. It looks really nice. Is it the one? Is it the same layout as the KBD 75 V2? The 75% numpad? Oh, or do you mean? Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. 75% and a numpad. Okay, I thought you meant the numpad in a 75 layout. Okay, yeah. Do you have a link to the Oblivion board? I think I've seen it. Hey, Hearthstones, what's up? Oh, I can't click on that link, by the way. Deadwing Dick. Is something wrong with the link? For some reason, I can't click on it. Just chilling as usual. Okay, so we've got the stabs done. Now we're gonna start soldering. I'm gonna fire up the soldering iron. Get the fan going. You know what? I think it could just be my browser. I can't click on anything for some reason. That's so weird. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wish they would put the numpad on the left side though, instead of the right side. Yeah, I've seen that. That one's pretty cool. I like what they did with the top right corner. I'm not a big fan of that weird badge looking thing, but the top right bezel is nice. Yeah, NGB, you can check out in the Discord. We had quite a few people with problems with the brass plates. I know Wix Blue had problems with his. I had problems with mine. Mine was a different kind of problem, I guess. Mine was just that the cutouts were wrong for the stabilizers. So I had to file them. Whereas for Wix Blue, the problem was that the cutouts were too tight for all the switches. So that was a problem. And KB75 acknowledged the problems for both of those. I don't know if they fixed them yet. Maybe they have. Probably they have. Yeah, it's why I haven't bought any myself. I'm waiting for confirmation that they've all been fixed. So the annoying thing is that this brass plate is a little bit warped. So I have to be extra careful while building. What do you guys think about the Oblivion board though? You like it? Anyone got in on the Elf X3? Living board is the one in the base weight looks like Founders Edition G-Forces. Okay, NGB says, what are some options for Southpaw boards? Not a lot. The Southpaw is one of them. Literally called the Southpaw. And LZRV, but that thing is super hard to find. And there's one more I can't think of. But yes, all... not very common. It should be more common, but it's not, unfortunately. Okay, Hangman says, can this everyone go brass or carbon fiber for my next build? Well, unfortunately, that's a very preference-heavy thing, so, you know, we can't really tell you which one to go with. Okay, Red Hawk says, speaking of tight fit for stabs, the UT-47 plate with a stupid tight fit over the stabilizer. Could barely get it over. That's not good. Do you have a picture of what the plate looks like now with the stabilizers? Because if the plate covers the stabilizers, what I do is I bring out the filing set and start filing away. Because a lot of times they'll have issues with the stabilizer. Okay, so just make sure your switch is flush against the plate and PCB. If not, just reheat the solder and push the switch back in. And then just hold it down. Because what you want is you want to make sure that the bumps on the underside of the switch, so you will see one over here and one over here, these need to be touching the PCB. If they are not touching, if they are just hovering over the PCB, you done fucked up. Make sure to get them all nice and flush. They need to be in contact with the PCB. This is to ensure that your plate and PCB are parallel. It might not cause issues in a lot of builds, but there are some cases where that would actually become a problem. Hey, Deadwing Dick says, I hope we get more info on it soon because I'm debating between Oblivion, the Xeno 75, and Xenopad combo. I know this sounds like a really cop-out answer. Honestly, you just have to get both and decide which one's better for you. Because I used to think I like having the numpad connected to my board, and now I'm deciding otherwise. Especially on the left side. If you want the numpad on the left side, it should be further apart than what most boards have it right now. So for example, like the Southpaw, I think a lot of people don't realize how annoying it would be to just have the numpad right on the left side of your keyboard. See, because if you have a numpad over here, the annoying thing is you lose mouse space, right? But if you've got that figured out, whatever. If you put the numpad on the left and you think, okay, that makes sense, right? I can have my mouse on the right hand, I have more room on the right hand, and I can just use the numpad on the left. That's great. The problem you don't realize is that when you're typing, right, on the right side doesn't matter as much because the numpad will be so far away. On the left side, the numpad right here will actually cause you some issues. Now for me, having the two macro rows over here, columns over here, actually annoyed me a lot when I was using the Red Scarf 78. And another thing is you have to retrain yourself to find the board properly, because I don't think most people realize, but when they try to look for the home row and stuff, especially when you have your hands away from the board, you will go by how far it is from the left, which is what I found. And so, for example, on the Razer Black Widow, because of the extra column, I will constantly have both my hands shifted one column to the left, because I would think that it starts further to the left. Yeah, so that's one of those things where you have to get used to it. I think that if you get used to it, it should be fine. But it's something to consider. And hey, Mego, what's up? How you doing, man? Okay, what's your opinion on the CU75 numpad struggling to reach MOQ? Yeah, the CU75, I was actually super hyped for it. It was one of the reasons that it was actually one of the boards that made me decide on just going ahead and making my own 75%. Because after they made the changes, I was just so disappointed with it. And they're pulling a fucking Ford Model T. You can have it in any color as long as it's black. Yeah, I don't know. It went from one of the most unique looking 75% to one of the most boring 75%. It is cool that you get to have both. You get to have a matching numpad and 75% though. We need more of those, for sure. Okay, Zoology says, agreed, the original feature of the CU75 was the nylon underglow base, but the LEDs were too weak, so they pulled that option and went full aluminum. No color option needed. Yeah. And not just that, the first design was actually better. They made 2 revisions. The first change was just to make it a basic bitch nylon or acrylic bottom. It looked ugly. And then the newest revision is they just decided, oh, we're just gonna have aluminum, not even any underglow. And yeah, I thought I wanted a board with a numpad on the left side, but I'm thinking I'd much rather just have a separate numpad. And I often have stuff on the left side of my keyboard. So actually just having my keyboard being so long to the left would actually annoy me. Yeah, if I'm doing work, usually I have stuff on my left side, on the left side, because you know your mouse will be on the right side. Deadwing, any chance your board will have a matching numpad? The big problem right now with getting a matching numpad is, as much as I want it, the thing is it has to be released in conjunction, side by side. And even then, even if it's side by side, the problem is that anodizing will not match 100%. So that is my concern. I really don't want to sell a matching numpad for it to only have anodizing that won't match perfectly with the board. It will happen, you know, because it's just so, it's almost impossible to get anodizing to be 1-to-1. But I do really want to make a matching numpad, but we'll see. Because we want to make sure we get one board done first, right? That's the important thing. If we can finish the design and we're comfortable with it, then sure, we will have a numpad as well. Because the thing is, the difference with this one and the other 75% that are coming out is we're actually giving thought, a lot of thought, to the plate mount system. Pretty much all the others are just doing a basic top mount, you know, just standard and I actually want to try something new, and I want to try to improve on the plate mounting system. So we'll see. So yeah, it is a bit tall of an order. So that's why we haven't even done an interest check or anything like that. I'm gonna get a lot of that cleared up. Okay, that does not. Do you can you give me a picture of your Red Hawk? Can you give me a picture from the other angle? Because I want to see the wire bands. I can't see that from here. Because it looks like it might have the same problems as the first KV75 plate. Knob numpad, oh yes. Just call it the nutsack. The nutsack numpad. Nutpack. Nutpad. So far so good. All the switches are going in straight, so that's good. We're going to put more switches in. NTSKC, there we go. Looks like we're going to be doing an numpad then. I've already got a name for it. Yep. Oh, it definitely feels nice. Yeah, going in so tight. See, there's just no wobble, no wiggle room at all, which is super nice, right? That's what you want from a plate. This is why when people ask me what 60% plates I recommend, this is what I recommend. At the moment, I still can't find anything that is cut as nice and tightly. That's readily available. So Dead Wing Dig, if you're still here, how's the Time TKL? You still using it every day? Along with the numpad? Numpad can be the the puss. Yeah, honestly, when I come to think about it, I might not even. So here's the current plan, at least, well, at the moment. after the cock keyboard and maybe the numpad, we will work on, you know, if it turns out well, then I will start working on a CP or a compact 1800 board. And the big difference will be that there will be a gap between the function row and the num row. So think the TXCP layout, but with a 0.25 blocker that runs across the function row and the num row. So that'll be the main thing. So yeah, I'll probably work on that after. And at first I was thinking I would work on a 60% as well, but I'll probably leave that to Gawk, honestly. I'll probably work on something else after that. Maybe an ergo board or something. There's just a lot of 60% boards out there, and I don't use them that often anyway. Okay, so for more information about the Cock keyboard, definitely check out the Discord thread. I have pictures of the layout. There are some, they're not really renders, but at least images of the board. Yeah, so definitely go there and check it out. Or if you want to look for those, just look at the pinned messages. I have the more important things pinned so that you can just go there and refer to those quickly instead of searching and scrolling up. Oh, main board, nice. Will you be ordering a prototype? Yeah. Very sure we're gonna at least have at least one prototype. For sure. There's no point spending all that money in and then just, you know, skipping out on some testing and stuff like that, right? You can only theorize so much. You always need at least one prototype. Oh, Red Hawk, I said that maybe a picture from the other angle. So you have it from the front angle, right? From the, I want to see it from the back angle because I want to see the part where the metal bends are, the metal wires. Are you happy to test for me? Sure, sure, man. Okay. Debbie Dick says, I'm looking at getting something smaller for the office. I really like the 75% plus numpad combo, which is a lot better for my desk space at work. Do you think that having the numpad separate or together would be best for you? Because the thing for me is that if it's a small space, then I want them separate so that I can move stuff around. Yeah, but I don't know how your workspace is like. Did you guys see that beetle that just flew by? That's the thing I hate about spring and summer. When the weather starts warming up, all the fucking pests just show up out of nowhere. Especially mosquitoes. That's why I much prefer the colder weather. People always tell me, what? How can you not like the hot weather? Bitch, I grew up in the tropics. 18 years I spent my life in the tropics. I'm sick of that shit. Hot and humid all the time? Fuck that. Especially because everything goes bad so quickly. And you just sweat at night? Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. You're trying to go to sleep and you feel a sweat coming up? Fuck that. Okay, so we've got most of the switches in. Now we're gonna put the rest of them in and then do switch alignment. Will you be going heavy with the Cock keyboard? Yes. It will be quite heavy for its size, for sure. But yeah. The plan is to make a kind of a special limited edition brass bottom. We'll see. I don't think I want to do all brass, but it'll at least have a brass bottom option, I think. No, of course it'll be more expensive, but people will pay up for it. Sweating is while you poop is the fucking worst here in TX. See, if you think it's bad here in Texas, wait till you go to somewhere where it's actually stupid humid. Right? I've had people in the US tell me, oh yeah, you know, like, where I'm from, it's very humid. I'm like, dude, I'm sure it's humid. It still can't compare to rainforest humid, right? It's just not geographically logical for you to be in somewhere where it's more humid, consistently as humid as Malaysia. And it's not a fucking pissing contest, right? I wish it were, because I'm glad to give you all that humidity. Fuck that shit. Bread, for example. You can't even keep bread for more than 3-4 days. It starts growing mold and shit. And I know people here do the science experiment where they put, you know, a piece of bread in a Ziploc bag or whatever. And, you know, over here, you're gonna need, you know, a week or 2 or 3 to actually see the results. If you do that experiment in Malaysia, on the 3rd day, it's like, hey, look, it's turning green already. And on the 5th day, the whole fucking thing is green. Potato chips, you can't leave that out. You leave them out for 5 minutes tops. It'll start getting all soft and soggy. Fries is the same problem. So that's why when you get fries in Malaysia, you eat that shit first. You say fuck it to the burger, you leave the burger aside, and you just finish your fries first. Because if you just wait, it'll just be soggy fries. And sometimes soggy fries are fine. Soggy McDonald's fries? Oh, no. No, thank you. Okay, Mago says, you go into the single monitor life for your setup when you move? Dude, okay, see, I was just looking at monitors again today. I really don't want to spend the money, but at the same time I do. Because, yeah, the problem is I really like speakers and I want them to, I can't put them too far apart. And so 2 monitors just won't work great for that. And I've been converted. I went to visit God in LA almost a month and a half ago, and he has a 55-inch 4K OLED TV as his primary display. And I'm telling you, man, big displays are the future. That's the way to do it. Big single displays. It's good, but you know, I still can't use the 60 hertz. I'm too deep into high refresh rate. So I don't know. The Alienware Ultra Wide is very compelling. Pretty good option, but it's also $1,000. So I don't know. And the thing with ultra wide is, you know, I don't actually get more vertical room, right? I get more horizontal room, and that's it. Okay, Deadwing Dick says, I'm not sure. I would have to take my KVD75 and Cosbat to work to get a better idea. Oh, you haven't done that yet? You should try that out. See if that works better than what you have right now. Oh, yeah, he says, I need a numpad pretty bad. Any recommendations? Kind of hard to find one with brass plate. Oh, yeah. KVD1 is hefty looking. I do have 2 of the KVD75. Okay, so what you want to do, Red Hawk, is see if the wire, pull the stabilizer up and see if the wire touches the plate. Because it looks like it will touch the plate. It doesn't look deep enough for it to not touch. If you look at my KVD75 build stream, you should see what I'm talking about. Where the wires, when you pull the stabilizer up, it actually gets blocked by the plate. And so your stabilized keys don't go up all the way. Which is really bad. Okay, Red Hawk says, cold weather, best weather. Indeed, indeed. I'll take humid heat over cold any day. Really? Where are you from, Long Cutie Pie? Because the thing is, when most people say they want humid heat, I don't think they are aware of what it means to have humid heat. There's mostly people who've just never lived in a tropical rainforest. Because yeah, that shit, Jesus Christ. And I think one thing that people don't think about is just how smelly everything is. Because of all the humidity, things don't dry up. So if you go out, you sweat in your shoes, or it rains, your shoes don't really dry. It just stays fucking humid, right? It just stays damp and moist. And it starts to smell really quick. And so you don't shower, not even in a day, you start stinking already. All your clothes, you're gonna have to change at least once a day because of how much you sweat. Socks, yeah, don't wear the same pair of socks for the whole day. Don't even do it. It's nasty. Bathrooms, perpetually wet because it's just hard to keep them dry because things don't really evaporate. Trash, oh my god, trash is even worse. So imagine trash, you know, it's gonna be wet, right? And it doesn't dry up. And it's hot. So shit grows really fast. And it just smells really bad. Dub's shirt smell like basically the odorless over here. Back home, Jesus Christ. Deadwing Dick, I have that monitor. Wait, you have the Alienware monitor, Deadwing Dick? Is that what we're talking about? The ultra wide, the new ultra wide, the one that goes up to 120 hertz. Do you have that? How do you like it? Because I'm thinking about going for that. Okay, 100 million says, my dad is from Honduras. Honduras poops haunt my dreams. Oh yeah. And I see you, NGB. I'll see you soon. Yeah, high refresh rate, ultra wide, that's the future. But I also want vertical height though, that's the thing, right? I won't be getting an upgrade in vertical height if I go to ultra wide, that's the thing. Okay, Zoology says, humidity in Bangladesh when I go back to visit is oppressive. Yeah, feels bad, doesn't it? And if you think Bangladesh is bad, like I said, Malaysia, we're on the equator, so it's fucking terrible. It's about as tropical gets. Oh wow, I need to replace this switch. Can you hear that? You can hear it? The spring. Spring ping. So I'm gonna desolder that. Okay, Zoli says, okay, Mego Jesus says, I'm using a 38-inch ultra-wide 4K monitor at the moment, so nice. Wait, which one is it? But that one doesn't have 120 hertz, right? Or is it VA? That's the thing, man. I don't want VA as well. Color shift just pisses me off. So can't do that. 4K ultra wide and high refresh, the dream. Oh yes. You got the fan, yeah, the fan and the window as well. Hey, Zim1993, how's it going? Did you miss the Jetfire build? No, right? No problems. I mean, we're not completely done yet, unfortunately. I mean, it says afraid to try 144 Hz. I don't want to be an FPS knob. Dude, I'm telling you, man, 144 Hz. Once you use it, it's really, really hard to go back. It's not a gimmick. There'll be anything better than Alienware for at least 2 years. Well, Asus is trying to come out with their Asus and Acer, right? The big format gaming displays. So 4K, 144 Hz, HDR should be decent. Okay, the older one? Okay, well, the older one's still pretty good. Oh, and yes, that is a... I'm glad you noticed. Yeah, I have not screwed in the stabilizers. But they hold just fine. Thanks for reminding me. That 38-inch, use BenQ monitors, game on. How do you have it set up though? Do you have it just on the side? I don't understand people who have monitors on at angle and then they sit angle when they game. That shit is, oh, that's an ergonomic nightmare. Yeah, I do want to figure out my monitor, my display situation soon though. Once I move. As well as says, I have dual 27-inch at the moment. I like it because I can game full screen on one and have browser etc on the other. Single ultra wide makes it tricky to multitask like that. Oh yeah. For sure. Yeah, which is why I'm thinking of picking up another 27-inch 1440 144 Hz IPS panel for the side. I'll probably just get a FreeSync one because it's a lot cheaper. Yeah, so I've been thinking either two of that, right? So one, I have the Asus PG279Q, so 1440 165 Hz IPS G-Sync. So I have that as my primary, and I have a MG279Q, so the FreeSync version as the secondary. So I'm deciding between either that or just simplifying and just going down to one ultra wide. Zim. So I'm glad you slept very well. Jet 5 build was a shorter stream. Oh yes, only 6 hours long. Man, I was actually tired after the stream. I actually just sat there and didn't want to do anything. Acer's IPS. The Asus and Acer will be VA. Oh really? The HDR ones will be VA? I don't... Not that I... Really? Oh damn. We should all get 8K Dell monitors. Oh yes. We need to start. I need to upgrade my camera then, so I can take better pictures. I can take better pictures of keyboards to use as 8K wallpapers. Yeah, that shit's insane. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided. I guess maybe I'll just have to, because the thing is, a move will be expensive too, right? So I should think about that first. But I also want to just move, set it up one time and just forget about it. So, and I'm still deciding if I want to have my main rig just right outside with my streaming stuff. You know, should I have my main rig in my bedroom? Or should I just have everything out in the living room? My problem is I have guests over quite often, so I don't know. Well, I say quite often, but it's like maybe a few a month, not that many. Yeah, so I don't know. The thing is, of course, having it out in the living room means that it's less space, right, in the living room, and I don't really need much room in the bedroom. Like, what the fuck am I? It's just a waste, right? I'm much rather just have a big studio apartment, but for some reason, studio apartments are more expensive than one-bedroom apartments. So that kind of sucks. Because I don't need a big bedroom unless I'm putting my computer in there or something. Yeah, so I don't know. I have to decide on that. Because the thing is, I also want to be able to enjoy my floor standing speakers more often. And the thing is, right now the way I have everything set up is I don't get to use my floor standing speakers very much. Let's see. That's the, do you see that? That's the speaker right there. Don't know how much of it you can see. Let me pull it. Alright, look at that thing. So yeah, so if I can use that more often, that would be nice. Yeah, so maybe it would be nice to just have everything out in one space. One Amelia says, what GPU would you need to be able to run first-person shooters at decent frame rate at that resolution? Yeah, it depends. What kind of FPS games are you talking about? Zoology says, at work I have 2 horizontal, 1 vertical. Vertical monitor set is actually awesome for reading emails, website docs. See, the thing is, I thought that, and so I tried that, and I actually didn't like it because I noticed that I don't really look down. So even if I have it set up everything, right, I still kind of look at generally the middle, right? I guess if it's everything extended to the bottom, then maybe I would read it like that. But because you have one rectangle over here and then one long, you have some landscape here and then portrait here. Yeah, I found myself kind of cutting off my vision. Oh shit. God damn it. I always forget to silence my phone. Yeah, so I tried it for a few days and then I stopped back from having the portrait secondary monitor. And another thing, the biggest reason I swapped away from portrait is because Windows snapping doesn't work well with vertical monitors. I'm sure there's maybe some third-party software, but I don't know, I didn't look into that very much. Long QT prices, the quantum dot IPS. Yeah, see, that's why I think that Asus and Acer will have something pretty decent. Expensive as shit though. It's like 2 to 3 grand. Hangman says, Anthony brought up a good point earlier. It's really tough, almost impossible to have good audio with more than one monitor. Yeah. Really, the only thing you can do is to have a monitor, have your monitors top and bottom. Hey, God is here. On time as always. Mr. Keep says, I built a DG60 and feared some of the screws touching the LED sockets. Do you think there's an issue with that? Not with the DG60 as far as I know, because I've built a lot of DG60s with screw and stabs now. Never had a problem with any of them. And I've built a lot of them. We're talking 10 of them or so. We built over 10 KB75s, over 10 DG60s. Still not sponsored. God damn it. Okay. Okay, Mega Jesus says, yeah, I like the dual monitor setup, but it sucks if you want a speaker setup as well. I want to upgrade my setup, so I'm struggling to. Yeah, that's why, I don't know if you've seen pictures of mine where I have the main monitor, 2 speakers, and then my secondary monitor is beside the speaker, to the right side of the speaker. So my speaker is my right side speaker is between 2 monitors. It's really dumb, but it looks dumb, but it's kind of a necessity, right? Didn't really have a lot of options. Hangman says, also the dual monitors ergonomics dilemma. Do you tilt to the side to play a game or turn your head? Oh, my gaming is just right in front of me. I don't have to turn or anything like that. It's just right dead in front of me. My primary monitor. Emily says, gotta separate business and pleasure. Yeah, but I guess, because the thing is that the nice thing about having my primary rig close to my work setup is that I'll waste less time. It sounds stupid, but that's just how it is, right? Because, you know, then if I'm waiting on something while I'm at my primary rig, I'll just work on some keyboard stuff. Or if I get bored doing some keyboard stuff, I'm just going to work on something else. Whereas if I have to walk in and out, then I start having trouble because I get too distracted doing one thing. But I don't know. Maybe I have it all wrong. Okay, Zoology says, I have my dual monitor setup, primary display parallel with the desk, secondary display is angled 20 degrees on the left, tower on the right side of primary. 4 speakers set up on bookshelves on both sides of the desk at standing head height. Do you have a picture of that setup? Because you want the speakers, the tweeters to be ear level. But of course, if you don't care, then that's whatever, right? Your Red Hawk says, tried vertical monitors too, didn't really like it. Yeah. Like I said though, just if you can't snap windows properly, it's fucking useless to me. Because what I wanted to do was I wanted to snap it top and bottom, and you can't even do that. Well, in PUBG, you don't need a monster GPU though. Because you're just going to play on low settings anyway, right? You just need to have a good CPU and make sure that and hope that they optimize the game. That's it. I just like to upgrade my build by keep buying keyboards and key sets. Yeah, that's me. I'm still running a 1070. Oh damn, 6700K motherboard, 32 gigs of RAM. Why the fuck do you have 32 gigs of RAM? What the hell? Why would you need that? Especially if you're just playing games. Okay, God says, having two monitors with a bezel split in the middle is just suicide for gaming. Oh, Zim? Let us know when you get to 60 something in PoE. Then we can play. Yeah, my characters are around level 60 as well. Don't know if I should start a new one. Maybe I'll have more time to do that. Hopefully. Mago says ultra wide setup just looks cleaner in my opinion. The reason I like it. Yeah, single I like the way single works too. Dual is just I don't know, it's just messy. Okay, Zim says, are you playing in the race? I am 58 in race right now. Wait, what is race? I don't know. I don't know, maybe God will tell you. I have no fucking clue what I do in PoE, honestly. I don't play enough to know what's going on. I rarely game on my PC, says Red Hawk. All my friends are on console. Look, sounds like you need better friends. Should all play Left 4 Dead. Old news, old news. It's all about Fortnite, right, Mago? All about Fortnite. Oh yeah, Left 4 Dead 2. Wasn't she playing it instead of studying for tests in undergrad or some shit? I remember you guys were talking about it. That's dedication. Yeah, I wish I picked up a hardcore PvP game when I had more time in undergrad. Instead, I just played fucking MMOs like the noob that I am. I did get close to setting some world records. Close. We didn't record it, that's the problem. And we didn't improve on it. She didn't study for any of her finals and played Left 4 Dead the entire time. Sounds like she's got her priorities straight. Okay, so the board should be done. What we want to do is we want to test the board and then put it back in the case, or put it in the case. Okay. We all know Anthony plays RuneScape after streams. Anthony's a hardcore point and click adventure sort of guy. It's all about that Restaurant City, man. Facebook games. I'm a pro at logging in every day. Got that consecutive login bonus. Okay. So switch hitter. Jesus, all these fucking bugs. It's so annoying. You hear that? That buzzing? This is what you need in the summer. Bees in a Trap says, what is the best color for 5-degree case? I think silver. Jesus Christ, the beetle. MMOs are the worst drugs, says Long PewDiePie. Yeah, I lost almost 4,000 hours of my life doing that. Okay, let's test the board real quick. This is Switch Hitter. You can download it from EliteKeyboards.com. I should probably put a link next time so that I can stop talking about this shit. God damn it, man. Mosquitoes and beetles and everything. Okay, somebody cheered. Thank you for cheering. I'll look at who it is in a bit. I need to finish testing this thing. Fuck, man, this is the worst thing. Okay, there we go. So this is how I have my DZ60s or 60% work. Okay, so this is the default. All right, so you have Shift, Windows, Menu, and Control. And if you push this key, it's a function key. It's a toggle function key. Turns them into arrows. And this is also a function key. This is a modify function. My God, all these bugs. This, man. Okay, so WASD function, WASD is up, left, down, right. I also have arrows here, yeah, IJKL. All right, so looks like everything works. I'm gonna turn off the RGB. So yeah, that's mode. Color wheel. Oh no, that's hue. My bad. And mode on off. Oh, I just realized. Okay, and then turn off the RGB. It's not like you can see it anyway, so might as well turn it off. Okay, Bees and Tress says, I wonder how well frosted acrylic would work with an SMD RGB PCB. I have one of those coming. Do you mean underglow or do you mean in switch or perky or backlighting? Because if it's backlighting, then frosted looks kind of bad. If you look at my clear 5 degree and Z60 build, you'll see I have a comparison. And yeah, it looks really bad in the frosted one, I think. Alright, see you, Deadwing Dick. Thanks for the cheer. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. First time seeing you on here. Very nice. I'll give more subs if there's more Anthony versus Bug action. Yeah, there was a fucking mosquito trying to sting me live on stream. Fuck that. Okay, so we got the board done. So now what I have to do is I'm gonna clear the desk, bring the desk pad back on. Then do we want to do a quick typing test? I'll have to bring keycaps. So. Alright, see you, Zoology. Have a good night. Give me that Serena Williams backhand. Make sure you get rid of bugs before the dick comes up. I mean, it's a Korean PCB. There are more bugs on that keyboard than my apartment. I think we'll be fine. Red Hawk says, I'll find it tomorrow. I haven't started studying LMAO. Yeah, I have a lot of shit due this weekend. I haven't done anything really. And yes, fundamentally, I programmed it to use my layout. So you can always swap it out if you don't like it. Oh, I see the beetle. I see the fucking beetle. Did you guys hear that? Oh, it's officially dead now. Is that an electric zapper? Yeah, it's an electric zapper. Vegans will not approve. I mean, it kills them pretty fast though, right? So is it really that inhumane? Now to line this shit up. Oh my god, there's another one. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not using these screws. I'm gonna use my own screws because fuck this nonsense. The screws that are included are not magnetic, so this is bullshit. Why? Why do they include small screws that are not magnetic? Hi, Millie. OMG, I've never seen one of those. Long cutie pie. Hey, thanks for the chew. 100 bits to kill all the bugs. We've never seen one of those? Never? I'm surprised because, well, actually, yeah, a lot of my friends actually haven't seen them. I was surprised to find them sold at a Walmart, actually. I know you can buy them at Asian markets, but because it's really popular back home in Malaysia, because we have even bigger of a mosquito problem. Oh, I just realized this is the wrong mouse pad. God damn it. Okay, so I am going to give you hex screws, 100 milli. I hope that's okay. They will be nicer screws, of course, but you're gonna need a hex screwdriver. I personally prefer hex screws because they don't strip as easily. Hey, what's up, Revel? Yep. Build on a Sunday, yes. So hopefully after this week, I will be able to build. I'll be able to stream at least 2-3 times a week. God says you're surprised to find out in Walmart that is a core demographic. People need a bug zapper. Yeah, but the thing is that because I was surprised to find them because none of my friends have them. They all just complain about mosquitoes and shit, but they never have one. I live in a swamp. We get West Nile as a milestone growing up. In a swamp, eh? Okay, see, these hex screws are so much better. And one nice thing is that they're black, so they go even better with the keyboard, right? All black and brass. Yeah, see, so they fit nice and tight on your screwdriver. See, look at that. So you don't have to worry about them falling into places you don't want them going into. Alright, see you, Red Hawk. Make sure I don't see you through the final. Yeah, good luck with the final. Don't fuck it up. Okay, what size is 100 milli? Okay, what size for what? The screws or the hex screw? If you just order a screwdriver kit, which is what I recommend everyone anyway. If you order a screwdriver kit, one of these small ones, you won't have to worry about sizes and everything. Or you could just pick up a cheap hex screw set, which is what I have as well. See, I just have shitty ones. I don't use them that often though. Alright. So, keycaps to go with the black and brass build. Holy shit. Look at that. Is it mating season or some shit? I'm not joking when I say I hate the warm weather, especially here. The worst part is we pay for pest control. We actually pay for that shit and clearly it doesn't actually work. Use the bugs as sound dampening. A nice little crunch when you type. Okay, so keycaps, I'm probably just going to use Skidolcha on it unless there are objections and suggestions. So, Skidolcha. Unless you want something like Honeywell. I mean, Honeywell, that's it. Oh, Honeywell on black though? Why? No. Hey, what's up, Helpful Human? No, not carbon. Don't be funny. Okay, 100 milli. Any preference? And yeah, no worries, Helpful. Go back to sleep. Anything? 100 milli? No? Nothing? Honeywell too classic for those ridiculous lines. Look at this man. So, are we just doing Skidocha on it then? No preference? Alright. Skidocha it is. It's just easy because I have it out already. Slapping JMK Miami Nights on it. Oh, nice. Yeah, see, that'll be better. Better than this. Yeah, because the thing is, I can't really take pictures of the board like what I usually do because it has no rubber feet on it. So I don't want to be putting it anywhere else, really. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that you had a box. I completely even forgot about the box CP. That's not the only one too. The SAIB, it's kind of just, no one knows what the fuck's going on too. Ooh, the smell. Hopefully this blatant and explicit violence doesn't get me banned from Twitch. Anthony is soon to run out of batteries at this rate. No, I'm okay. I'll just take them from my vibrator. I mean, from my remote control. Oh my god, another one. You can always collab with someone on YouTube. Oh, yes. Banned. June bugs, yes. Do you have those as well, Kobo? Which area in Dallas even are you in? I'm moving up north, I hope. Or more east, I guess. Or west? West. Is that what they're called? I have no idea. They're called June bugs. Oh, you live in Houston. Okay. Oh, so just like one in a milli then, because that's where he is. And yeah, Dolce always looks good on black. It don't know about here, but when I lived in the country, Kekona, we had a ton. Yeah, that shit is so annoying. Violence is okay in American society, just not nudity. Should be fine. Oh yeah. Isn't that unfortunate? I'd rather have... You know, what's wrong with nude violence or violent nudity? When is the meetup? It's not this month, right? Still haven't decided. Maybe I can find someone who's driving there. I don't know. We'll see. June 9th. Alright, we'll see. That's a month before I'm moving, I think. Oh man, I just realized. So this is my first time taking the cats off this board ever since I came back from California. And there's a lot of white hair in here. Or fur, I should say. Yeah, I wonder where. Alright, so this is the completed board. Looks very nice if you ask me. Looks super nice. Alright, so now to type on it. Hey, Shadow EZX, welcome to the stream. Yeah, sounds pretty good, right? Listen to that. Oh. No rattle. Yeah, Skidocha on the mouse pad. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I went to Skidocha. Got some nice orange. Okay. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Hey, what's up here, brother? Yeah, we are pretty much done. We've got the board done. Everything's working. Sounds pretty good. You a fan of box blacks, Anthony? I am a fan of what they are at their price point, as in what they do. At 33 cents a piece, they are basically the best linears. Just as in price performance, it's just the best, right? Hard to beat at that price point. So, other than the fucking tilt, and of course the sound is not the best sound that linears can get, but at this price, it just can't be beat, honestly. So if you want completely stock, then you know you don't want to mess around with modding and lubing and all that fuckery, then sure. Alright. So that's the build. 5 degree. Or Tina case? Tina. I prefer the Tina. The 5 degree turns more eyes. I think it's cooler, I guess. But I like the Tina, even though I don't usually have the LEDs on. I just leave the RGB off. But I like the... I think the Tina is a step above the 5 degree. So if you like both equally, I would say pick the Tina. Okay. So that's it. Any other questions? I'm gonna sign off. Okay, so Thursday I should be done with all my shit on Thursday. And then after that, we'll do more builds. Way more builds and streams. So anything else? Other than that, well, thanks for tuning in on a Sunday night. Really appreciate it. I hope all you have a great Monday tomorrow. Good old Monday, alright? And no problem, 100 milli. I will bag this up, ship it out tomorrow. Hey, thanks for the chat, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yes, good night, everybody. Do MX switches have lube in them stock? For MX, most of the time, no. As far as I know. Most of the time. Alright, yeah. Good night, Devness. Make Jesus. Bees in the trap. 100 milli. Good night, Hammer brother. Good night for all those who cheered today. I really appreciate it. Good night, good night. Hopefully this should be out tomorrow. I'm making a trip to the post office. Alright, see you, Alex. The Jetfire will ship out tomorrow as well. So yeah, both these boards are going out tomorrow. Alright, Long Cutie Pie. Zim. Good night, good night. Hammer brother. Yep, I will see all of you.